For the first time since 1988, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish Blue Blood program is going to the game to end all games, the national championship. Under the leadership and coaching of third-year head coach Marcus Freeman, the Irish slowly dismantled a near-elite Penn State Nittany Lions, winning off of a walk-off field goal from Mitch Jeter. Now, in my preview to this game that I put out on the channel, I picked the Nittany Lions to win in a close game. I own that. It was a bad pick. I should have picked the Fighting Irish. But, however, I said that the special teams may decide this game. And in fact, I was right on that because Mitch Jeter walked it off at the end from 42 yards out, I believe. I also pointed out in my preview video that a storyline coming into this game was how Notre Dame is very effective taking the ball away, and Penn State needs to avoid it. Needless to say, Penn State, or more specifically Drew Aller, needed to listen to me on that one because he turned the ball over twice and once in the absolute worst place to turn it over. I mean, Riley Leonard had two interceptions, but, one of them was in the first half. I don't think it amounted to very much, and, they weren't in bad times. Well, Drew Aller threw one when he needed to not. But before I get carried away on any more of this, welcome into the College Football 360 YouTube channel where I analyze all of the angles of the best game on the face of the earth. That would be college football all year long. And if I could ask you guys one thing, it would be to subscribe, as I would really like to grow this channel, but I cannot do it on my own. I need you to help me. Like the video and comment down below as well. Let's just get right into it. Dive right into the analysis here. This is my instant reaction to the game. I'm recording this as of 10 minutes after the game has ended here. So this is my just gut, right from the gut, what I have experienced watching this game. Riley Leonard, man, just clutch again. It does not look pretty ever, but he leads this extremely scrappy Notre Dame team, and it just all works out. Right when you think it's just not going to, just things swing their way unexpectedly, man. That's just been the story this whole postseason, I think, for Notre Dame, is that they've been just so scrappy, and they've been able to, I mean, aside from the Indiana game, can we even call that a playoff game? Let's face it. I'm just kidding. He throws for 223. He throws one touchdown, two interceptions. Again, like I stated in the intro, they weren't in terrible spots. I mean, what was in the first half? Can't remember off the top of my head right now where the other one it was, but that's neither here nor there. They didn't have Jeremiah Love go off for 100 rushing yards. He had 11 carries for 43. Riley Leonard carried the ball 18 times for 35 yards. I think that is averaging sacks into that, so I don't know what his pure rushing stats are as of the moment. Jordan Greathouse had 105 yards through the air, but that was chiefly because of the one long touchdown run where he just sat that corner for Penn State, number one, on his butt. That was crazy, let me tell you. But they're just getting it done. Riley Leonard is the leader coming from Duke that they needed, and you can't help but feel great about this guy. This guy transferred over from Duke. He just seems like a gem of a person, and he's just giving it his all on the field every single game. And it's great to see. It's awesome. It is awesome. And I mean, yeah, I've been talking about the second point through this. This is this scrappy team, bro. This scrappy team, man. They remind me a lot of a more perfected Michigan team. The quarterback doesn't have all the arm talent in the world. The offensive line has had its struggles in certain games. They had their struggles in this game. Jeremiah Love, I wouldn't call him an elite running back. They don't have elite wide receivers, but they just find ways, man. Well, Michigan when they played Ohio State, so that's something to watch if Ohio State wins. I think Notre Dame is the style of team to beat them. But let's talk about Penn State here. I said Aller is terrible. He's not terrible. He did not play well in this game, man. He played so inconsistent the whole game. I can't remember a time where he had a decent throw. Like in the Boise State game, he had a very elite throw to Tyler Warren in the back of the end zone, but there was not a play in this game that made me think, "Wow, NFL." Like that's a play that not many NFL quarterbacks make. Like that in the boys state game made me feel like excuse me. He did not have that type of play. He missed on a lot of throws. He looked very uncomfortable in the pocket. He threw off his back foot a lot, and he threw a interception where you just cannot throw it. It was in the middle of the field. He got 5 yards till the target line for the field goal with 30 seconds left. Man, it was not a good day on offense for Penn State despite the 24 points. The only reason they scored with those points was Nick Singleton and Katrin Allen. I mean, those guys went off again. 166 yards combined between the two. 3 touchdowns from Nick Singleton. Nick Singleton was second in receiving with 33 yards. Well, that should tell you something when you have no wide receivers at all. Harrison Walls had okay, this stat line does not make sense, first of all, but he had -3 yards receiving. It says that he has no receptions. I don't think that's true per se, but he had -3 receiving yards. It's just that, and that's your number one. You got to get these guys. I mean, they're talented. I get it that they're not great, but they're talented. These guys are four stars. I mean, you got to get these guys the ball, man. And it just looked to me like Penn State was getting worn out by Notre Dame. They started out pretty strong. They went out to a 10-0 lead, and it just seemed like they were over the course of the game, especially on the defensive side, they were getting worn down. It just seemed that way. And excuse me, getting over a little bit of a cold here, but it just seemed that way to me that they were getting worn down throughout the game, and that shows because they had tackling issues at the end of the game. The only one who had a complete motor through the whole game was Abdul Carter, Darth Vader, you know. But anyway, I've been rambling on here for too long now. I would like to let you guys go, but that was my instant reaction to this game. I will have a lot of there's a lot of content on this channel that will be put out in the following days and months. So I want you guys to stay locked in here. Help us build this channel. It's one of the faster growing ones. We're really trying to build this brand with College Football 360, and the only way I can do it is your help. Frankly, I can't control anyone else subscribing. So I need your help. Subscribe, like the video, comment your thoughts down below. I get it. This was a little rambly, but hey, it's all fun here. Notre Dame, congrats to winning 27-24. I'm out. I'll see you in the next one.